close your eyes and make yourself comfortable. Take a deep breath in through your nose and slowly let the breath out through your mouth. Again, take another deep breath in through your nose and slowly and gently let the breath out. Once again, deep breath in and slowly breathe out. Now imagine yourself standing on a beautiful beach, glorious white sand, and you can hear the calming sounds of the ocean. You can hear the waves as they gently come into the shore. As you listen to the waves, breathe in deeply and slowly breathe out. Breathing in cool, refreshing air. And every time you hear the waves breaking on the shore, you become more and more relaxed, more and more calm, and more peaceful. And you look out over the ocean and see the amazing blue water. It's so calm and peaceful as the waves gently come up onto the sand and then slowly slide back down again, back into the beautiful blue ocean. And the day is warm and fresh, and the sun is shining high up in the sky with only a few fluffy white clouds drifting on by. Now further up on the beach is a cave, and you get interested, so you go and take a look at it. The cave is warm and the air is moist, and it's actually very light inside it, so you can see where you're going. You walk through to the other end of the cave, and you see that it comes out into a lovely tropical forest. And you can hear the sounds of the forest birds singing. You can even feel a gentle breeze on your face, and it feels ever so nice. You can hear the sounds of small animals scurrying through the undergrowth as they go about their daily business. As you walk further in, you see a large rock pool in this enchanting and amazing forest, and it has a very large tree standing next to it. And some of its branches are hanging low over the water. And it's then that you notice it's actually a banana tree. And you can see lots of bananas hanging down. And they look very tasty too. And you are a bit hungry now. So you decide to pull a few bananas off the tree for your lunch. When suddenly, a small fish leaps out of the water and pulls a banana off the tree and then disappears back into the water. Wow, a banana-eating fish. You didn't think fish ate bananas? Well, apparently this one does. You pull off a couple for yourself and sit down to enjoy the tasty bananas. And as you sit there, the little fish again leaps out of the water, grabs a banana, and goes back under the water again. Oh my! You wonder what kind of fish it is. Clearly, it likes bananas. How strange. As you sit there eating your bananas, a little head pops up out of the water and stares at you. It's the little fish again. He smiles at you and says hello. A talking fish that eats bananas. What next? You think to yourself. The little fish tells you his name is Pete. And he tells you that he is a piranha. Oh no, you think to yourself, a piranha? You're very sure that they eat people. The little fish sees your look of alarm and tells you that he doesn't eat people. Nobody he knows eats people. Besides, he says, they don't taste very nice. He only eats bananas. They are his favourite food. Well, the only food they will eat, really. He tells you that his family and friends only eat fish. And they think he's very strange because he eats bananas. So strange, in fact, that they don't talk to him anymore. And this makes him very sad indeed. Pete asks you if you would like to come for a swim with him. And you say, yes, of course. As long as you don't eat me. And you both give a little laugh. So with a big leap, you jump into the rock pool with an enormous splash. And you swim around for a little while. And then Pete asks you if you would like to meet his friends who live deep within the ocean. Well, you say yes, but you don't think you can hold your breath that long. But Pete says not to worry. He has a magic sweet you can eat, and it will let you breathe underwater. So you pop the sweet in your mouth and dive deep under the water. Wow, you can still breathe. It's just like breathing air, only it's all watery. Oh, and you can also talk too. Pete takes you to the deep ocean floor and to a little cave. Here is where his friends live. And just then, a big, squiggly tentacle slowly slides out of the cave, followed by a rather big octopus, who is then followed by many, many smaller octopus. You try to count them, but there are just too many of them. Pete gives a little laugh and tells you that his friend Olivia, the big octopus, has 200 children. Wow, that's a lot of children. Olivia smiles and she says she would like to show you around the cave where they all live. And then she suggests she take you on a tour of the ocean floor. How fantastic is that? So just for a little while, go with Olivia and Pete and all the little octopus and see where they live. See how they live. Then you can have a wonderful tour of the ocean floor. Go and see what else lives at the bottom of the ocean. See how many different creatures you can find and have fun. Now, you all return to the cave. How wonderful that was to see all the other creatures that live in the ocean. What kind of creatures did you see? Where did they live? How many did you see? Pete, the banana-eating piranha, tells Olivia the octopus about the bananas he eats. And he tells her how tasty they are. And he teaches them how good bananas are for them. Very good for the bones, Pete says. So Olivia decides that the next time she surfaces above the water, she will give these tasty bananas a try. Pete is ecstatic because he knows that they will love them just as much as he does. But now it's time for you to return home. So you say goodbye to Olivia and her children, and Pete guides you back to the rock pool. You climb out of the water and turn and say goodbye to Pete, and you really hope you can see him again soon. Pete tells you that you can come and visit him and his friends anytime you want. So you wave goodbye to Pete and begin your journey back home. As you walk, breathe in deeply, filling your lungs with the wonderful, fresh, clean air. And your mind gently begins to drift into a lovely, comfortable silence, just letting all the thoughts pass on by and watching any of those thoughts just drift away. Breathe deeply as you allow the sounds of the magnificent ocean to wash over you. Can you hear the gentle sounds of the waves? They're still there. Breathe in deeply and slowly and gently breathe out. And you are very sleepy now. So tired, so sleepy. You've had a long day. And then you realize that you are back in your very own bed now. And you wonder how that happened. It's a kind of magic. You snuggle down and get very comfy. And you feel yourself going deeper and deeper into beautiful, blissful sleep. Feeling so peaceful, so calm, so relaxed. And you can still hear the waves. With each passing wave, your body becomes lighter and lighter. And you have become like the waves, one with the ocean. So just listen to the sounds of the beautiful, deep blue ocean and just rest. Just sleep. Now imagine a beautiful, special rainbow floating just above your head. And you can see the purples and the blues. You can see the greens and the yellows, the oranges and the reds. And maybe you can even see some gold and silver too. See how it shines so brightly. See the beautiful colours, and it's like the colours are alive. That's because they are. Can you see them? Each time you breathe out, this beautiful rainbow grows larger and larger. And it starts to gently wash over you, helping you to relax. And you can actually feel the colours washing over your body. Can you feel it? Can you feel how warm it is? How it makes your skin tingle just a little bit? Everywhere the colours touch you, you feel yourself relaxing deeper and deeper, and you feel so peaceful, so calm, and so very relaxed. As you breathe in, this beautiful rainbow light makes you feel so safe and protected, and you feel so loved. That's because you are safe, you are loved, and you are protected, always. In front of you is a flower bed filled with daffodils, all different shades of yellow and all shimmering in the sunlight. And you watch as they raise their heads up to the sunlight, drawing all that they need, all of it from the sun, the warmth to grow and to stretch themselves, the light to raise themselves higher still. And they are surrounded by the light, just as you are. The yellow light rays of the sun lift you up too, and you can feel your spirits rising. You can feel the inspiring rays of the sun shining down on your body, and you can feel the joy beginning to enter your heart, and you feel ever so happy. You see many other different types of flowers, all swaying gently in the cool, calm breeze, all lifting their heads towards the sunlight, just like you. And you realise you can hear running water. So you stand up to see where it's coming from. And you walk along the gravel pathway towards the sound. And as you draw closer to it, you see before you a wonderful shallow stream. And the water is so clear and so inviting. You can even see tiny colourful fish as they swim on by. And there are rocks in this stream of yours. And the sound you heard is the water flowing around and over them. The sun is shining on the water, and it looks like 1,000 stars are bouncing all over it, and it's so beautiful. And you decide to sit down on the bank by the stream for just a while, just to relax and just drift with your thoughts. And you gaze into the water, feeling so peaceful, so calm, so relaxed. It's lovely. As you sit there, each thought that you have, just let it go. Place it into the water and watch it as it washes away. And you watch as the thought just gently sails off into the distance, bouncing along the ripples of the water until it's out of sight. It's quite funny to watch, really. When you have another thought, just do the same thing again and watch it as it sails off into the distance. And while you've been sitting here, just thinking your little thoughts, you suddenly notice, sitting beside you, is a little brown duck. He has his eyes closed, and you notice his lovely shiny brown feathers. You can even see some water drops on his folded wings, and you wonder what he's doing. He opens his little brown eyes and looks at you, and he tells you that his name is Marvin, and that he comes here every day at this same time just to meditate by the stream. He says he likes to think of all the things he is grateful for in his life, and he likes to say thank you out loud because it makes him feel really, really good. He asks you if you'd like to join him and be grateful with him. Well, you say, yes, but you're not really sure what you have to do. So Marvin explains. Marvin tells you that all you have to do is think of all the things you are grateful for. Things like your parents, your friends, your pets, the ice cream that you ate last week, your lovely soft bed, your new school bag to carry your books. Anything at all that you love and you are grateful for. You get the idea. So you sit with Marvin and close your eyes. And in your mind, spend a few moments thinking of all the things you are grateful for. All of the good things in your life. All of the things that make you happy. So just sit there with Marvin for just a moment. Now, Marvin opens his eyes, and you do too. Marvin says, now it's time to say thank you for all the good things in your life. So the two of you say as loud as you can, thank you, thank you, thank you. Doesn't that feel good? Especially when you say it really loudly. How do you feel right now? Can you feel the big smile on your face? Can you feel your heart all filled up with love and gratitude? Marvin smiles at you and tells you that you did very well for your first time. He's an expert, you see. He does it all the time. But it's now time for Marvin to go. So he says his goodbyes and waddles off into the stream. You ask him where he's going. He says he's going home now. But first, he wants to have a little swim. So he says goodbye again and swims off into the distance, quacking away happily as he goes. You think he's very mysterious, this Marvin. Very, very nice, but very mysterious. You don't know anything about him at all, but you do like him. What a lovely little mystic duck he is. You won't ever forget Marvin, will you? You now put your feet into the water and feel the cool, refreshing flow of it running gently over them. And it feels so wonderful, so refreshing and revitalizing. And you look around you. You feel so free here, so relaxed. And it feels so wonderful just to sit with your feet in the cool, calm water, listening to the sounds of nature. Just you, the water, and nature. And you feel so very grateful just to be here. So sit for just a moment and just listen. Listen to the sounds of the crystal clear, calming water as it soothes your very soul. Listen to the sounds of the crystal clear, calming water as it makes your soul sing with happiness. Now you realize that you are back in your very own bed, feeling all warm and snuggly. And it's time for you to sleep now, as your eyes are becoming very heavy and your body is beginning to go all soft with sleepiness. So you settle down and pull the quilt or blanket up over your shoulders and take a big deep breath in through your nose. And then slowly and gently breathe out through your mouth. And you feel so happy you met Marvin today. So blessed, so grateful. As you take another deep breath in and slowly and gently breathe out. One last time, deep breath in and slowly and gently breathe out. And just as the wave of sleepiness is coming all over your body, you see once again Marvin's happy little face. Lovely Marvin. Marvin, the mystic duck. And you give a great big soft sigh as you smile and drift gently into the best night's sleep ever. Now imagine that you're standing in a beautiful, lush green field and it's raining very lightly. You look down at your feet and you notice you don't have any shoes on. You wriggle your toes in the soft, cool and damp grass and it feels so good. It feels so good to connect to Mother Earth herself, and your feet start to tingle just a little bit. You can smell the beautiful aroma of the wet grass, and it smells so pure. And tiny raindrops glisten on the lush green leaves. You close your eyes and feel the warm sun on your face. The rain has stopped now, and there is a gentle breeze blowing, and you stretch your arms out either side of you. Feel the breeze sweep over your entire body. You feel great, so much better, more calm and peaceful. You look down and you see a path. Really see all the details of the path. What's it made from? Is it narrow or is it wide? Is the path winding or is it straight? You decide. It's your path. You begin to walk and see the path is leading you into a beautiful and majestic forest. And you can enter that forest. What can you see? What can you hear? You look over towards the trees and decide to take a look, because it kind of looks like a mini forest. And as you get nearer, you see some very big, beautiful weeping willow trees, and their branches are so long they're almost touching the ground. The leaves glisten in the sunlight, and and they shimmer and shine with a beautiful silvery green colour. You walk amongst them, touching their leaves with your fingers, and they feel smooth and silky to the touch. And as you look up, you can see the sun is shining through the branches, almost making it look as if the tree itself is moving and swaying in the cool breeze. As you walk deeper into the forest, it feels very magical, and you notice that all of your senses seem to sharpen as you walk deeper and deeper into it. It feels so lovely and peaceful here. Up ahead, you notice that the forest starts to thin as it opens into a clearing. And as you approach the clearing, you notice it's lighter and brighter than the forest, and it has a calm and peaceful energy. It's then that you see a very large tree, and you are magnetically drawn towards the tree. As you get closer, you just know and feel that this tree is a very ancient and very wise old tree. It has very large roots all around it, and they're growing deep, deep down into the earth, and the trunk is wide and majestic looking. As you stand there, looking at this ancient and wise old tree, you become aware of a chattering sound, and you wonder what it is. You look up, you see something move very quickly. Then you see another movement and another one, and you wonder what on earth could it be. Then suddenly, everything goes quiet. You keep looking though, and it's then that you see a little head pop out from between the leaves. It's a squirrel, a beautiful red squirrel with little tufty ears. He grins at you and says hello. He tells you his name is Joseph. Then other little heads pop out too, more little red squirrels, and they're all smiling at you and looking at you with great big beautiful brown eyes. You say hello to them, and you ask them what they're doing here. Joseph tells you that this is their home. It's where they live. They ask you if you would like to join them and see exactly where they live. Well, of course you would love to, but you're a lot bigger than they are, and you wonder if you can fit in the tree with them. You don't think you can. Joseph says he can do magic and asks you if you would like to be a squirrel for the day. Then that way you can definitely fit in the tree. You think this is a wonderful idea. So Joseph pulls out a little silk bag. He reaches inside with his tiny paw and pulls out very sparkly magic dust. It shimmers and it shines very brightly. He then throws it down on top of your head. Well, at first nothing seems to be happening. But then you find yourself getting smaller and smaller. You find that you are shrinking. And at the same time, you feel like you are growing a tail. A very big, fluffy tail. Your hands and your feet have turned into little paws, and your whole body has fur growing on your skin. You even have a little twitchy squirrel nose too, and tufty ears, just like Joseph. You think this is fantastic. How exciting. You have become a squirrel. Joseph says not to worry though. You won't stay like that. It's just for today. Or if you want to, you can have a sleepover with them. And it can be for tomorrow too. You can have your very own house in their tree. And you can be a squirrel with them overnight as well. And you say, oh yes, please. You suddenly realise that you can do exactly what the squirrels can do. So you scamper up the trunk of the tree and you are moving very fast indeed. Then, almost immediately, you're standing right next to Joseph and his friends. Joseph asks you if you would like to explore their home now, Well, obviously you say yes. They all turn and leap forward onto another branch, and it kind of looks like they are flying. You're not really sure if you can do this, but Joseph shouts to you,
"Just believe you can do it, and you will."
So you leap forward and realise that you are doing it too, and it does feel like flying. You all jump from branch to branch at lightning speed, and it feels wonderful. You believed you could do it, and you did. Joseph leads the way to his home. He has a lovely little white house tucked away amongst the branches and the leaves. His friends' houses are dotted all over the tree, some high, some low, and they look really lovely. Little lights are shining inside them, and they look ever so cosy. On the outside, there are hundreds of tiny fireflies, all shining their lights for you. There is a rainbow of colour everywhere, and each tiny firefly is a different one, each having its own unique colour. So many different variations of colours, and you look at them in complete awe. It looks amazing. Then Joseph leads you to another little house. He tells you that this is your house. Oh, wow, you have your own, very, very, very own house. That's fantastic. Joseph opens the door for you, and inside, the warm light from the little lamps are making your house look ever so cosy and friendly. Joseph tells you that you can decorate your house any way you would like, and they will help you. So, go ahead and design the inside of your house now. Make it look just how you would want it to be. Anything that makes you feel happy when you think about it, you can have. Inside your house, think about all the things that make you feel good, all the things that make you smile. Maybe you would like your favourite toy here. Maybe you would like great big soft and plump cushions everywhere, or a sofa and chairs. Or maybe you would just like it as a bedroom. You decide. See it all in your mind's eye. Can you see it? So just for a little while, create your house with the help of Joseph and his friends. Oh, what a beautiful home you have created. This is a place to let go of all your thoughts, all of your worries. This is a place to let go of anything that may make you feel sad. It's very safe here, and you will only ever feel happy whilst you are here. You have created your very own stash of nuts to nibble on. You didn't notice before, but there they are by the fireplace. Oh, goody. You're feeling a bit sleepy now, though, and would really like to go to bed. So you thank Joseph and his friends for helping you create the most perfect home. Joseph tells you that they too are feeling sleepy, and he tells you they can all play again tomorrow. So you all say goodnight to each other. You close your front door and head off to your bedroom, the one you created just for you. Now that you have the most perfect bedroom, you climb up on the most perfect bed, and you lay your head on the soft and fluffy pillows and give a big sigh of happiness. You look over to a large window with beautiful curtains hanging either side of it, and through this window you can see the night sky and the beautiful stars shining just like diamonds, twinkling away. You stare at them for a few minutes and think how lucky you are to have met Joseph and his friends. They are so kind. You really are looking forward to playing with them tomorrow. But your eyes are feeling really heavy now, and your body is feeling ever so tired. So you take a deep breath in through your nose and gently blow it out from your mouth. Take another deep breath and gently blow it out from your mouth. You feel very sleepy now, so tired, so relaxed and peaceful. And you feel a gentle wave of sleepiness starting at your feet. And it's a warm and gentle feeling, kind of like how a feather feels when you brush it against your skin. So soft and gentle, but a little bit tickly. And you can feel your toes going to sleep. And it feels all warm and tingly, ever so soft. You feel this soothing, gentle wave of sleepiness coming up your calves and your shins. And you feel it going up your thighs. You think your legs have already gone to sleep. You feel so tired, so sleepy, so very happy. The beautiful wave of sleepiness travels all the way up your body, down your arms and into your hands, making your body feel very, very heavy, very, very tired, very, very sleepy. And this gentle, warm wave of sleepiness travels up your face and over the top of your head and down the back of your neck. So tired now, so sleepy. You feel nice and warm and snuggly under your soft quilt and very fluffy pillow. So just have a little sleep now. Night night. Now imagine that you are in the most beautiful and amazing garden, and you can feel the soft grass beneath your feet. You can hear the fluttering of birds. You can hear the wings as they fly around you, looking for insects to eat. You can even hear them singing in the trees. And your beautiful garden is surrounded by bright green bushes, and they become brighter and sharper as you look around. and there are beautiful statues dotted all over the place. And the plants that you see are so vibrant, and the flowers smell wonderful, and it tickles your nose just a little bit. Breathe in the fresh, crisp air. It feels so good to be here. Now this garden is very, very big, and you notice some movement further into the garden, and you wonder what it is. It's then you see ladies in long flowing dresses and men carrying swords on their hips, and you wonder who they are. Can you see them? They're all laughing and having fun. In fact, they all seem to be having a jolly good time. It's like they're having their own garden party. You can hear medieval music in the background, and it has a very friendly atmosphere, and you feel so peaceful and calm. It's so relaxing here. As you look around you, you see horses too, and you wonder how on earth they got here. You can even smell the horses. A bit whiffy, some of them. As you continue to walk forward, you notice a path before you, and its stones are smooth and they glisten in the sunlight. So you step onto this path and continue to walk forward, and you wonder, where does it go? Where will it lead you? With each step you take, you can feel yourself becoming more and more relaxed. And you feel so peaceful following this gently winding path. And the music you are hearing is slowly fading as you walk further away from it. You notice 2 butterflies floating past you. It's like they are dancing on the gentle breeze just for you. You watch them as they land and settle on a beautiful bright yellow flower. And they just sit there with their wings gently opening and closing. Cooling off, I think. In the distance, you hear the trickling sounds of water. So you move towards the sound to see where it's coming from. And you find yourself standing before a great stone fountain. What does your fountain look like? Is it made of stone, or is it made of marble? Notice the details. Are there any curves on your fountain, or is it all straight lines? You can see and hear the splashing of the water as it runs down the fountain. And you know that the water in this fountain is here to refresh you. And it feels very special to be here. It feels like a very special place. You see a cup on the edge of the fountain and you pick it up. It's not really a cup, it's a chalice. But you feel very thirsty now, so you eagerly dip your chalice into the water. You bring it up to your lips and you sip the water, drinking every last drop. You feel overwhelmingly grateful for this water because it makes you feel so alive and so refreshed. And you're so thankful for this healing and rejuvenation. It makes you feel as if everything has been healed in your body. And it makes you feel that your mind is now very clear and that nothing can ever bother you again. This fountain inspires you to appreciate the gifts in your life. It makes you so very grateful for all of the people that love you and who are a part of your life, your family, your friends, well, for everyone really. Suddenly, you hear a rustling in the bushes nearby, and you wonder what it is. So you walk over and take a look. As you part the bushes, you see a tiny little white rabbit. He is very small and has very long droopy ears and the saddest brown eyes you have ever seen. You slowly and gently reach out your hand to him to show him that he has nothing to be afraid of. He looks back at you and gives your hand a little sniff. And as he does this, something very special happens. You can hear his thoughts in your mind. Well, rabbits can't talk, so it's only natural that he can speak to you with his mind, isn't it? and you hear him saying in your mind, "Please help me, I am so thirsty, but because I am so small, I cannot reach the fountain to have a drink. Please will you help me?" "Well, of course you will," you say. You take the chalice and fill it with water, and then gently place it on the ground in front of the tiny rabbit. And you watch as he drinks and drinks and drinks. Wow, you think to yourself, he really is thirsty. When the little white rabbit has finished all of the water in the cup, he says thank you, but he still looks so sad. So you ask him, why is he still so sad? And in your mind, you hear him reply that he doesn't know what to do when you are gone, because he still can't reach the fountain and he still won't be able to drink the water. So you look around you to find something you can build some steps with. If you do that, then the little rabbit will never have to worry again. So you find some very large stones and you gather them all up and begin to make steps for the little white rabbit. The little white rabbit sits and watches you. Eventually, you make enough steps and ask the little white rabbit to try and climb up them. He's a little bit afraid at first, but with you cheering him on, he bravely climbs up all of the steps. He reaches the top and he looks at you with amazement and such happiness on his little face. He stands on the rim of the fountain and begins to drink the water. When he's finished, he looks at you with the biggest grin, and his big brown eyes are shining with happiness. He can't thank you enough. He tells you now that he will never have to worry about how he can get to the water. He tells you that he's going to tell all of his friends so that they too can drink. The little white rabbit suddenly gives a little laugh, and he says because he was so thirsty, he forgot to tell you his name. So he tells you his name is Sebastian. So you tell him your name. You even shake hands. Well, a hand and a paw. So for a few moments, spend some time talking to Sebastian and get to know him a little bit. Maybe he will introduce you to his friends. Look around you some more. Maybe you and Sebastian can visit the ladies in the long dresses and the gentlemen who carry swords on their hips. Maybe the two of you can join in their garden party. So have a look, have fun, see what else is out there. Now it's time for you to leave the garden and say goodbye to Sebastian. He thanks you once more for all of your kindness to him. He tells you that he hopes that you will soon come back to visit him. And he says that next time he'll take you to the underground village. Maybe you can even have a sleepover there. You wave goodbye and begin to walk back along the path. The trees above you are very strong. Their leaves are glistening in the sunlight. Without the water from this fountain, it would not stand so tall and so strong. The flowers, maybe they would not smile as much. The animals would go thirsty. But they are happy because of you. They are happy because you are so grateful for everything in your life. It's like a ripple effect. When you are happy, it shows. It can be seen in your eyes and in your smile. And the world can feel your happiness. So the world will smile too, because the world will feel happy, just like you. And you feel ever so happy now, full of joy and peace. And always remember that you can return to this garden whenever you would like. And you can fill your cup with gratitude and, of course, to see Sebastian again. But you feel very sleepy now. So tired and relaxed. And you feel a gentle wave of sleepiness starting at your feet. You can feel your toes going to sleep. And it feels all warm and tingly and ever so soft. You can feel this soothing, gentle wave of sleepiness coming up your calves and your shins. You can feel it going up into your thighs. And you think your legs have already gone to sleep. You feel very tired now. So sleepy. So happy. And it feels hard to open your eyes because they feel so heavy. And this beautiful wave of sleepiness travels all the way up your body, down your arms and into your hands, making your body feel very, very heavy, very, very tired, and very, very sleepy. And this gentle, warm wave of sleepiness travels up your face, over the top of your head and down the back of your neck. Oh, you feel so tired now, so sleepy. You feel nice and warm and snuggly. So just have a little sleep now. Oh, night night. Sleep tight.